I just came across a video on YouTube. I want y'all to watch this. I didn't notice it in the AWP video when they were diving, but this person noticed that there was a seatbelt hanging out the back of the car. Like it was like this. It was like this hanging out the back of the car. Where her body was. Stupid fucking charging. I'm gonna press play and see if you notice anything.
An autopsy confirming specialty search and rescue. The Nevada County Sheriff Coroner. The search for Kiely began.
She had a guy with her. She was asking me really weird questions, like in the sense of how do you put on your seatbelt correctly, and like, okay, and did she ask me to show her on how to connect it to like her actual belt?
I see the vehicle and the license plate. We have just found Kiely's vehicle. Over. 10-4. Do a full assessment, methodically, slowly. Make sure you focus on footage of the vehicle so that we can accurately relay that to the authorities. Vehicle is upside down. It is upside down. I'm at the rear of the vehicle now, working my way around towards the driver's side. 10-4. I read you loud and clear. I'm approaching the driver's side window, trying to get a look inside.
Sorry for the scream. Fucking shaking. Just I'm trying to hold it. I'm trying to fast forward it.
I just confirmed there are human remains in the vehicle. Over. 10-4. Passenger window is broken out. It appears. Rear driver's side window is halfway down. Copy that. Rear driver's side window is down. Find the line and return top side. That's what we do it for, brother. Good job. Good job. It's positive, you know? All right. She's in the back of the vehicle. She's not in the driver's seat. It looks suspicious to me. Vehicle's upside down. Some of the one window is halfway down. One window is all the way down. Call the authorities. Roger on Union 121. As you pull the car out, the biggest reveal in my eyes, aside from that big interview with the guy in the beginning, which we can discuss as well, is the fact that she's not in the front seat. Now, like, is that alarm? It was alarming to Nick. I know it was. Was it alarming to you as well?
It's absolutely, especially in hindsight, extremely alarming when you're not only not in the back seat, but you're in the back cargo area, and the vehicle was found upside down. So, I mean, just put all those factors in together, and you also know we have multiple windows that are either open or halfway down. We're talking about a very, very tiny young girl. I mean, that's open for a lot of assessment there. I think it's alarming. Absolutely.
How many times have you found a person in the very back of a car? Or is it difficult for you to end up in the back of a car? Is that common?
It is. I can say that it's common when a vehicle is found underwater right side up. And we're talking about an SUV, right? So let's imagine the interior of an SUV. You have the back seat, and then you have the cargo area. I'm just going to leave that there. There's a lot of different variables. There's no exact science to when a car goes underwater, how it goes underwater, and what happens, and so forth. But what we do know is this vehicle, when it did enter the water, it became buoyant, flipped upside down, and that's where it rested. We have one window that's out, another window that's halfway down, and she's found in the back.
I have a Chevy SUV, but did anybody think about the seatbelt and pulling it all the way
and strapping her in
to strap her in and then shut this hatch and have it hanging
out the back?
Because this part right here
Was hanging out the back.
if you zoom in, you can see this part hanging out. Like they used that to strap her down. And why they were asking the tow truck guy so much information about a seatbelt so she wouldn't float out.
Pay attention.
Passenger window is broken out, it appears. Rear driver's side window is halfway down.
Copy that. Rear driver's side window is down.
Find the line and return top side.
Did you see it? And I'm going to read it to you because it's backwards. This is straight from Sammy that you were reading. My parents are both lawyers. They know how this process works, which is why I now have a criminal defense lawyer. Why is she lying up? If she has nothing to hide. I've watched too many CSI TV shows, Criminal Minds, and all the fucking TV shows to know that when someone lawyers up, they're guilty about something. Okay? And was active at the time. You can check it up on hashtag Kiely Rodni. Sammy, 19 minutes ago. My parents are both lawyers. I'm lawyering up. If she was so innocent, why is she lawyering up? unless everyone's getting to the truth of what happened to that poor girl. There's also this video. Kylie have been at a different party. Oh man, I hate advertisements.
Let's talk about BetterHelp. If you ever feel anxious, depressed, stressed, overwhelmed by...
Shut up.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My brain has been throwing around a theory about the Kiely Rodni case, and the longer that I've thought about it, the more like my butterflies in my stomach are starting to catch up with my brain. So I wanted to throw this out there as complete speculation and just based off things that I'm hearing over the past few days about this case, and get you guys' thoughts, because, man, I think it could be possible. I don't know if any of y'all have seen this, but I'm going to link this video probably in the pinned comment. Chronicles of Olivia posted a video on the 3rd of September, so like 3 days ago, and she's claiming that 2 girls in that infamous photo that Ryan Upchurch is using, stating that the girl with the blonde hair looks dead in it, and I mean, to be honest, the way it looked, I even agreed on that, but y'all already know how I feel about that situation. The blonde girl and the brunette in the front that everyone thought was Sammy, but obviously go to the same eye doctor as Ryan Upchurch and can't tell that it's not her, contacted this Olivia girl on this YouTube channel and told her that that was them in that photo. And it was taken at a party on August 5th, but not in Prosser. The girl claiming to be the blonde stated that this party took place at Golden Eagle Park in Sparks, Nevada, which is actually only about an hour drive from the Prosser campground. Okay, so hear me out. What if Kiely and Sammy were really in Reno at this party? And maybe the mom was told she was going to the Prosser party, but really she went to this one. And what if that explains not only why, out of hundreds of kids that were apparently in Prosser, no one is claiming to have seen her or Sammy at this party. If that is also the reason why Jagger felt the need to go and search in Reno instead of at the campground.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he knew that that was the party that she was going to be going to instead of Prosser. And what if deciding if it was actually her vehicle that Nick, the roadside assistance guy, saw was whoever she drove out to that party, driving her vehicle and her body back to Prosser because that's where she told everyone she was going to be. Now, Nick, the roadside guy, as we've talked about, had a really good description of the male that was with the SUV on the call. And while a lot of it does sound like Jagger, people are right, that hat is very popular in that area. But let me remind you, a lot of people that are following the Dylan Rounds case has taken a photo of James Brenner wearing the exact same hat that Dylan Rounds is wearing in another photo, and using it as a way to blame him for Dylan's disappearance. So I'm not really quite understanding why the same sentiment isn't being taken here. But I will say, not all of Nick's description fits Jagger. Alright? Y'all are right. Because his hair is ridiculously long, and while he does have a few spots on his face, a couple of moles, it's not as drastic or as noticeable as someone would be describing it the way that Nick the roadside guy is. And now I'm not going to say any names here, because if you're following this case and you pay attention to detail, you're going to know exactly who it is that I am speaking about. But there is a female who is a friend of Kylie's that has very dark brown roots of her hair with several noticeable marks all over her face, that has a lower toned voice that
Megs.
could possibly sound a lot lower if extremely tired, stressed, and hungover, who could possibly get away with being considered a male if her bleached blonde hair was tucked under a baseball cap. Again, I'm not going to say a name, and again, it is all speculation, but there is a lot of bullshittery going on here, and my gut is telling me she was not.
And if that's the case, she could have borrowed the hat from Jagger to wear. Because Megs probably was dating Jagger. So now no one think of that one. Now let's go to my watch list. Watch later list. Oh, excuse me. 100 photos from the day Kiely was found by Adventure Purpose. Underwater photos. Oh, come on, the advertisement. I mean, it just the more you look into this, the more it gets more disturbing. I mean, you can go to
Trying to be secretive.
Jewels of All Trades.
This
That's
wasn't
Julez
insurance-related service,
of All Trades.
obviously, that came out to help them. This was a free to the.
You can go to Thunder Sky Studio. Genetic code. I mean, it needs to be addressed. Then, why is Sammy luring up now? Remind them water sound effects. That's when the charger is connecting. Why? Oh, excuse me. It's like almost 9 o'clock. Why was the strap to the trunk that's in the trunk sticking out of the trunk of the car, or I call it the trunk of the car? Where Kiely was. Why was these questions? I mean, all these questions need to be answered. I mean, and she was strapped into the back of the car. And Sammy was one of these people. I was asking them all these questions about the seatbelt. And I want to take a look at that one picture of the 3 girls from saying that they were at a different party. And the girl looked dead in the back. That would be sick if she was dead in the car and they took a selfie, thinking it was funny and cute to take a picture of their dead friend. I mean, who would do something like that? And why is Sammy luring up? Jagger's not luring up. He's not saying he's luring up. None of the other friends are. Unless she has something to hide. I told you that Sammy had more to do with what's going on than meets the eye. I'm telling you, when it comes to being with another boy and having boys involved in a girl relationship like this, between 3 girls and stuff, someone's bound to get jealous, in my opinion, and someone's gonna freaking take it out on somebody. Okay? In my opinion. And it's not right what happened. But jealousy is an ugly thing when it comes to females. And females out there know what you're talking about. Oh, she's having such a good relationship. I don't have anybody. You know, I mean, it's the whole, she has everything. I don't. I want what she has. I've been through that in my life. And stuff. And it's ugly. Jealousy is ugly. I don't know what else to say. I mean, seriously, it's you can watch movies on this crap. on Lifetime movies, and you can see these things. It's all jealousy. I mean, it's a sickening thing. It really is. It could lead to murder. It really could. One girl jealous of the other. Mm. And they didn't know what else to do. They strapped her in to the back of the seat when they found out that she died and let her sink to the bottom of the lake because something happened that they weren't expecting, or they got into an argument. And Sammy knows what happened. That's why she's lawyering up, or she's involved in it more than people are saying. And this girl's gonna go to jail for the rest of her life because more and more evidence is showing up to prove that Sammy lied about her involvement in this. And it's sickening that she lied to get herself out of trouble. We people knew that Sammy wasn't her friend. Because had this happened to me, but luckily I was able to call my parents to pick me up from a so-called birthday party. I was invited to a birthday party, and there was just all guys there. I was told that my friends were, that the people that I was actually close to and I thought were my friends were going to be there. But no, it was all the kids that picked on me in school. And they tormented me to no end. They were ruthless at the party. I asked the kid's mother to call my mom because I didn't trust them follow me home. And stuff. Because I was afraid that I was going to end up like, I mean, cyberbullying and all this bullying nowadays has gone up to the 10th level to where they're making people commit suicide, where people are killing people. And it's just, I mean, it's just wrong. Hmm. Hiccups. Damn. Ah, shit. Excuse me. Hiccup. I'm not. Let's. I'm not shocked that Sammy is luring up because I had a feeling Sammy would lawyer up because she had some involvement in the case. I had a feeling Sammy had some involvement. I mean, it's sickening. This girl should not have been at this party with people that did not like her. In my opinion. And I'm sorry, but Kylie wasn't the saint that everyone is putting her out to be. I've been saying it. She's been playing perfect daughter to her mother and father, but behind closed doors, when she's away from the prying eyes, she's this troublemaker. She's the one that will get fucked up at a party, who will have sex when she's not in the prying eye. You know what I'm saying? She's the wild child that wasn't allowed to be a wild child at home. When she feels she's not under the prying eye of her parents, she will be the party, life of the party. Oh, give me that. I want to get crunk. I want to get this. I want to do that. I want to try that. I bet you she's behind her mother's back. She's cursing her parents up the thumb and saying, "My parents are so strict." Da, 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 da. I hear something like that. From this type of girl. She's the type of girl that will dress in the Catholic clothes as she walks out the house, but 5 minutes down the block, she changes into the clothes that she's more comfortable in. She plays a role in the house, and the role caught up. She lied to her parents about being at this party when she was in Reno at another party with these other girls. And Meg said something about a second party. So Meg was opening her mouth a little bit about this other party. She didn't say where the party was, but now that things are slowly coming out and people are blabbing, saying that and showing pictures now and everything, saying it's starting to sound like she did not go to this Proctor Lake party. Like she was telling her mother, like a good like she was the good daughter and everything. I don't. I think she had alcohol before. She had drugs before, and so because look at the people that surrounded her and on this day, and they called her friends. Okay, they were gonna take. They were claiming they were going to the Proctor party, which was nothing but drugs and alcohol. How do you know that there wasn't the same thing at this other party in Reno or whatever she was going in Nevada? How do you know that they just said they were taking her to the party and did something to her because they were jealous of her and they didn't like her? Sounds kind of familiar from my last video when I was talking about the two girls who killed their best friend because they didn't like her. Check my previous video on this. I read you the article about it. It just screams that all over again. The only difference between that case and this case, she told her mother that she was going out to a party and stuff. The other girl just climbed out of her bedroom window, climbed in the car with these two girls, and was never last time anyone seen her was when she was killed or murdered by her supposed two best friends. And then there's also a video from another YouTuber where which is kind of funny that her Instagram profile or whatever is on private and what it says in the title. How I like something with a cigarette and something about girls' tits and shit. And how Sammy and Jagger were following this profile. And stuff, and having that Kylie's profile follow them, and I'm just it just doesn't sound right to me. It just does not sound right to me. I don't know if it was Twitter or Instagram. I think it was more Instagram. I mean, it's sickening. I don't know if it was taken down or what. No. But ooh, Turkey season 2 is coming. Yee. Wait for that. Let's see here. C-K-I Kiely Rodni. Yeah, right here. A cigarette passed between her lips. I'm staring at her tits. It's the wrong way. Who would put that as a comment on her profile? I mean, oh my god. And the account is private. Let's see. Come on, follow. Following. Go to following. Jagger Westfall. Oh. Orange. Sammy. New account followed by Jagger Westfall. Huh. Huh. Why is she following Jagger? Hmm. And it says new account. I'm sorry, but something's up between the two of them. And Megs. And I'm telling you, there's something up.
Hey guys, everybody here with me? Come in. I'm gonna wait for a few more people to get in. Go ahead. Or a few people. Hop up. Hop up. Alright, give me.
Let's see, Kelly looked extremely suspicious. Yep.
John Fetterman on releasing felony murderers.
Of course, I have to.
Getting them out of prison, like the most critical thing I'll ever do.
Far left John Fetterman, dangerously liberal on crime.
Hey babes, hello. So I was on, I think it's
And
Check
this is
It
Candace
TV,
Star with an
channel.
extra R.
And what he's been doing is he's been going to the area where Kiely was found and where the party was. And I did see, remember I said I don't see no beer in the kids' hands, I don't see nothing. There was so many beer cans and beer top lids or whatever you call those, caps. On his channel, you could go see it. This is the video right here. But he found this, and it got my brain turning. Now, the last video I posted was like a reenactment of if she went in backwards. And he was like, Candace, you're wrong. That a car, it can't roll backwards if it's in drive. And if you're on an incline and you're holding the brake, when you let off the brake, what happens? Your car rolls backwards. Duh. Anyways, this got my brain turning. That was not for you guys. That was for me, and I literally said that video was for me to get
all of their videos and stuff is in a playlist under the name Kiely Rodni.
I see.
If anyone wants to watch more,
3
or
caps
subscribe to those
This is a
channels.
And it got me thinking that there was only 3 fights, and possibly if Kiely fought, was she